The best songs on the radio. This is my only favorite station.
I gotta be honest with you, Post. It is such an honor having you here with us today. And thank you as well for allowing us to play your new album. Now, before we finish things off, is it cool if I ask you some questions before you take off?
And of course, DevSolo, I always got time for 199.5. This is the radio station that put me on. You know, I'm trying to give back to the city now, so of course you can ask me some questions, bro. Let's do it.
All right, Post. My first question is, I know I mentioned how many times you were dinking around back in middle school, so I need to know, how has dinking around in middle school in the music class impacted you now?
Man, you're really making me take a trip down memory lane. I gotta be real with you, man. I can hardly remember. I mean, I'm starting to piece things together, you know, back in them RMS days, for sure. But I mean, I guess you reminded me that I, you know, brought that Squire Fender in to the music cafe class, and yeah, I remember you bringing your guitar in, and yeah, I guess, you know, it was just fun messing around in the class. I don't know if I really learned anything substantial, but it was probably a good time. Not as good of a time as running over some barbecue packets in the bowling lane, though, for sure.
I can see why people hate middle schoolers. But hey, my next question is, you gotta start from somewhere, and I did mention how far you've grown. So let me ask you this. I know you used to use a Guitar Hero mic for your music. Where is it at? You still got it?
Well, actually, I gotta make a small correction. It was not a Guitar Hero mic. It was a Rock Band mic. To be very clear here, Team Harmonix, I guess, over Activision on that one. But that was actually the homies, Pyro at the time, Don Narain now, was his mic that we used to use when recording on the Rock Band mics. My Rock Band mic, unfortunately, its story is a little sad. I had it for the Xbox, got 3 Rings of Death, ended up buying a PlayStation, and, well, all the Rock Band stuff became useless, so it went to the garage, mice got into it, goodbye microphone. So, sad story to that one.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Mickey Mouse and Stuart Little were trying to make an album or something? Man, at least you still got the memories with it. But what people don't know is that not only you're big on music, you're also big on movies. So I want to know, what is your favorite song from a soundtrack from a movie?
Man, that is a really tough one. I should probably split it up. I'd say on modern stuff, I really have enjoyed the Mandalorian theme that I always hear for that Star Wars. It's always really great, but I think you got to look at, you know, the classics. I think one of the best songs ever in a soundtrack is just the Jaws theme song. It's so iconic. You can hear it in your head at all times. But then you got to look at Lord of the Rings. I mean, some of those songs during the battles, it'll give you goosebumps. Like, you know, the battle in the two towers when they're going at it, man. I still remember seeing that the first time in the theaters as a kid. Just the goosebumps I got, the music, the intensity in the rain. It's just, you know, cinematic perfection. So it's kind of hard just to give one, but you know, I'd say the Jaws theme, Mandalorian theme, and it's hard to just pick one from Lord of the Rings, though, but Lord of the Rings has a fantastic soundtrack.
Oh, I hear you, man. Lord of the Rings, it's impossible to hate that movie. Jaws, heck, if I hear that song right now, I'm running. As soon as I hear dun 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 dun. But since we're on the topic of fan fiction, what about video game? You got a certain song you like from a certain game?
Saria's song from Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. I actually bought one of those instruments, the ocarinas, at the local Renaissance Festival. I said I was going to play it, but I haven't really gotten into that. But I will say another song that has burned in my memory is Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. You just walk around that intense fighting music, only to find out it's just some mud crab like 20 feet away from you. That's what I remember because I played that game so much. But for sure, Saria's song from Legend of Zelda.
Oh man, those are some classics right there. If no one has ever touched a Zelda game or even something from Elder Scrolls, they are missing out. But hey, if we keep talking about games, movie, and fan fiction, we'll be here all day. So, do you have a favorite project that you released?
Well, it's kind of stereotypical, but most artists probably pick their most recent work as their favorite. So yeah, if memory serves me, is definitely my favorite project. I feel like it has just the best of everything in it. But I also hold my second mixtape, Alone and Scared, very dearly to my heart. Still, I feel like that album that mixtape really put me on. Yeah, I really appreciate these two projects. But if memory serves me, for sure.
Oh man, that sounds awesome, man. I can't wait to hear what else you got going on. Speaking of, do you have any other projects that you're going to be releasing to us?
Well, in my head, I've always felt like I was going to do at least 10 projects. To me, doing anything less than 10 is kind of criminal. But I've already released 4 mixtapes, an EP, and, well, y'all are hearing my third LP right now, so that's 8 projects. I already got my next album planned too, and then I know what I'm going to do for that 10th project, although it won't be an album. And that's kind of really all I'm thinking right now, but I've definitely had my head go out to what I see as projects 11, 12, 13, all the way up to 15. So, I really got this 10 projects first, and then we're going to see, but I could see going up to 15 or, maybe after that too. I don't really want to constrain myself to a rule. I just don't want to stay in the game too long where I'm, have nothing else to say. I want to make sure I'm still putting out relevant projects and stuff where I feel like I really have something to say and, give back to the game. And I feel like right now I'm still there. I'm at my creative peak. So for right now, man, it's Post Mortem ain't going nowhere.
That's awesome. We don't want to see you go anywhere too. Now, next question. Are we going to get any live performances from you? Maybe from First Ave, Skyway Theater, or heck, maybe even the Target Center.
Well, the biggest venue I've played so far is the Fine Line Music Cafe, and yeah, I feel like there was 300 people there when I played. That was the biggest I've done. But I've done some other venues, the Poorhouse, where like Riff Raff's played. So I've done some pretty big venues, but we'll see about any of those other ones. Man, it's tough for live performances. I love them, but it's so much work, and man, your anxiety be going through the roof on that one. But man, if the fans want it, man, that's something I would love to do again. I would love to grace a stage again. I would love to see my fans out there and perform for them, and I feel like that would be a great time. So never say never. Never say never.
Exactly. Keep your head high and your dreams bigger. But before we wrap things up, I do want to thank you for your time here with us as well too, Post. We appreciate it very much. Now, before we do call things to an end, here's his next song called At Bat.